Hi, it's Michael. Life energy can be compared to a river. Life energy is silent, water by itself is silent, and when the river, it has a smooth bottom, smooth riverbanks, and is free of debris, then the current is silent. You can see the water flowing past, and sometimes even fairly quickly, but you cannot hear it. It's silent. So it is with the life energy flow. It is silent. When you close your eyes and stop thinking, what do you hear? Nothing. Silence, right? So it's silent. Now when rocks are added to the river, then, or other debris, then waves are generated, and that creates noise, and as you can hear, the river gets noisy. And so it can be with your life when rocks are added and other debris are added to your life energy flow, the noise is created, and it is experienced as busy mind, as emotions, as unpleasant and painful occurrences, and so on. And not only the river flow can get noisy, but also countercurrents can get generated, which seems a paradox, how in a river that flows fairly quickly this way, how can there be a current going in the opposite direction, yet it is possible. And I don't know if the camera shows it, there is a rock down here, and behind it a countercurrent is generated, and so it goes against the main flow of the river. And so it is with your life. When the conditions are appropriate to it, then a countercurrent can be created within your life energy flow, and in that way you can go against the life energy flow, you can go against life. It doesn't have to be that way, it's an option. So what are these rocks in the river that generate the noise and unpleasant occurrences? Well, some of the main ones are things like opinions, judgments, desires, wants. It's okay to wish for things. We are naturally attracted to certain things, so we naturally intend to do certain things, which is fine. But when it's a want, a desire, burning desire for something, that's an ego thing that is not healthy and that creates noise within your life. Toxins. Some of the major toxins that the Buddhism calls the basis of negligence are alcohol, drugs, smoking. There are other toxins: coffee, pork, sugar, too much fructose, junk food, and so on. And because the joy and happiness and good health of your life is dependent on the flow of the river, on the flow of the life energy, and the quieter and smoother it is, the more joyful, the more happy, and the more fulfilling your life is, and the more healthy your life is. Then how to remove the obstacles, how to remove the rocks, the debris from the river, from the flow of the life energy. One of the major tools is silent meditation. I will leave a link below this video to how to silent meditate. And of course, detoxifying, getting rid of the toxins, alcohol, smoking, drugs, coffee, pork, junk food, too much sugar, too much fructose, and so on. and acknowledging the life energy. It's not that the life energy itself would require acknowledgement by itself. It is what it is, and it is complete in itself. But by you acknowledging it, you admit or acknowledge that there is something beyond the personal ego, beyond the personal mind, and that your intention is to be in harmony with it, and that gets you more and more back into the silent flow of the life energy. So it can be helpful, very helpful and important, to ask the life energy for help, guidance and protection in helping you get back into the flow, into the silent flow of the life energy. Remember, the busyness of the mind is not natural. It is common. It is very rare to find somebody who doesn't have a yapping mind, but that doesn't mean that it is natural. It's just common. And we don't have to feel guilty about it, because that's a condition of this world. Even enlightened people like the Buddha, Christ, Osho, Dr. David Hawkins, they all had to deal with the mind, with the ego, with the busyness when they incarnated into a life here on earth. There are also 2 healthcare techniques that help with removing all these obstacle debris and rocks from the river, from the flow of your life energy, and they are chiropractic and neuro-emotional technique, NET, neuro-emotional technique, healthcare, and they work best in tandem. They are synergistic. Practitioners of neuro-emotional techniques, many of them chiropractors, can be found on the website netmindbody.com, netmindbody.com. There is a link, practitioner finder, or find practitioner, and there is an interactive map that can help you find a doctor. And it's even worth of traveling quite a distance to find one, because it can help dramatically if your intention is to free yourself from the noise, from the pollution, from the debris in your life energy flow. So that's it for this talk. If there are any questions or comments, they can be left below the video. Wishing you a healthy and joyful life. Mike out.